The next question says 15 workers take 8 hours to build a wall. How many hours will 12 workers take to build the same wall? Now understanding है कि if the number of workers increases, the number of hours that they take will come down. More hands, lesser time. So we know that it is an inverse proportion sum. How will we write it? 15 workers take 8 hours. 12 workers will take how many hours? Correct? What did we do in direct proportion? We divided 15 by 8. But not in inverse proportion. In inverse proportion, the information, the full information that we have of worker and hour, ये तो पूरा information है 15 workers, 8 hours. That gets multiplied is equal to 12 workers, how many hours? And then we solve it. And when we solve it, we come to understand that x or question mark is equal to 10 hours. So in direct proportion you divide the given info, and in inverse proportion you multiply the given info. We have been told that 10 pence cost 60 rupees and we have been asked to find 13 pence cost how much. Now we can see that if the number of pens goes up, the amount will also go up. That means it is direct proportion. So in direct proportion, what is the rule is that the two things that have been given, pens uska relation with amount, that gets divided one from the other, is equal to 13 gets divided by question mark. So if we say 13 pence cost rupees x, so we'll have 10 upon 60 is equal to 13 upon x, and when we cross multiply we get 10x is equal to 16 into 30. Therefore x is equal to 16 into 30 upon 10. Rather than finding out the cost of one pen and then going and finding out the cost of many, we can do it this way easily, because once we find the relation, whether it's a direct proportion or inverse proportion, it is this way how we have to do it. In direct proportion it's divide, in inverse proportion it will be multiplication, as we'll see afterwards. What has been given to us? 7 kg onions cost rupees 1400. How much will we pay for 12 kg onions? So let 12 kg onions cost us x. Simple understanding that if the onion that we buy, the amount of onion that we buy increases, the amount of money that we pay will also increase. So we understand that it's a direct proportion. Now in direct proportion I have told you that the given quantities get divided. So 7 upon 1400 is equal to 1400 nahi, ye 140 hai, is equal to 12 upon x. And then we go ahead and do our cross multiplication. 7 into x is equal to 140 into 12. Therefore x is equal to 140 into 12 upon 7. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, and this is 240. 12 2 to the 4, yeah, 240 rupees, 240 for 12 kg onions. The next sum saying the bus went to the farm at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour and took 3 hours to reach. मतलब अगर किलोमीटर्स 40 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर की स्पीड पे चले तो वो 120 किलोमीटर जो फार्म और स्कूल का डिस्टेंस है वो उन लोग 3 आवर्स में कंप्लीट करेंगे. ऑन द रिटर्न ट्रिप अगर स्पीड बढ़ाई 40 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर की जगह पे 60 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर किया तो कितने घंटे में वापस पहुंचेंगे. तो अगर अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि अगर स्पीड जो है किलोमीटर पर आवर स्पीड है ना, ये अगर वो बढ़ता है तो हम लोग कम टाइम में वापस आएंगे क्योंकि स्पीड बढ़ गई है. करेक्ट. सो इट इज व्हाट इनवर्स proportion. For inverse proportion, what do you do? 40 into 3 is equal to 60 into question mark. So 40 into 3 upon 60 is equal to your answer. 3 2s are 6, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So if the speed becomes 60 kilometers per hour, you come back in 2 hours. If a profit has been made of 38,000 from the capital invested by A and B, A invested 65,000 and B invested 30,000. Okay, so the total capital is equal to 95,000. Alright, and the ratio, okay, of their profit sharing is 65,000 is to 30,000, which one when we solve comes to 13 is to 6. Now if we say let the profit of A and B be 13x and 6x respectively. Okay, so we know that 13x plus 6x is equal to total profit, and total profit is 38,000. So 38,000 is what we'll write. Now here 13x plus 6x is equal to what? 19x is equal to 38,000. When we solve this, we'll find out the value of x. Okay, 19 2s are 38, right? 19 2s are 18, 38. So x is equal to 2000. That means A's share of 13x will be 13 into 2000 is equal to 26,000, and B's share of 6x will be 6 into 2000 is equal to 12,000. If you add 26,000 plus 12,000, you will get the profit of 38,000. So you know your calculation is correct. Now if they're saying that A has invested 65,000, B has invested 30,000, and they are asking us to find out what ratio will their profit or loss be shared in. Now A is 65,000, B is 30,000. So if you reduce this fraction to its lowest term, we'll get a ratio that is the ratio in which their profit or loss will be shared. Now 65 upon 30, because 3 zeros up 3 0 down, we have cancelled. 5 1s are 5, remaining 1, 5 3s are 15, and 5 6 are 30. 13 and 6 no longer can be simplified further, so your ratio is 13 is to 6. Asked us to find out the ratio in which the loss or profit made by these two people will be shared. Now Virat gave 50,000 to the business, Samrat gave 1,20,000 to the business. So we'll just reduce this fraction into its lowest term. So 3 zeros cancel, 3 zeros cancel. Alright? 1 0 cancel, 1 0 cancel. So what is left? 5 is to 12. So they will share whatever profit or loss in the ratio of 5 is to 12.